That boy is Benny.
My mama said she proud of me, ballin' just like Chef Career. Icon is how I see myself. Gotta get the fame, then I get the wealth. Oh man, here we go again. It's your boy Zente, and welcome to the Clock Gang. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below any videos or songs you want to see me react to, and let's get it started.
Okay. Now this next thing is about the English language. It's about little expressions we use. We all say them, the little sayings and expressions that we use all the time, most of us, and we never really seem to examine these expressions very carefully at all. We just sort of say these things as if they really made sense. Like, legally drunk. Well, if it's legal, what's the f***ing problem? Hey.
Yo, I'm weak. But the funny part is, though, I mean, besides cigarettes, I think alcohol is one of the worst drugs, because it's like that shit completely changes you. Like, you're not the same person at all no more. And if somebody is, then you different, but it completely changes you. I don't know how you think you could drive and drink. Like, no, bro. Like, drink and drive. Like, no, you cannot do that. So, I ain't gonna lie. It's funny that he said if it's legal, you should be able to do it. But alcohol is one of the worst drugs out there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fucking problem. Made sense. Like, legally drunk. Well, if it's legal, what's the fucking problem?
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Leave my friend alone, officer. He's legally drunk.
Yo.
You know you can stick it. Well, why do we always assume everyone knows where they can stick it? Suppose you don't know. Suppose you're a new guy. You have absolutely no idea where to stick it. I think there ought to be a government booklet entitled Where to Stick It. Now that I think of it, I believe there is a government booklet like that. They sent it to you on April 15th. Undisputed heavyweight champion. Well, if it's undisputed, what's all the fighting about? It's the quiet ones you gotta watch. You know that one, huh? Every time you see a story about a serial killer on TV, what do? They bring on the neighbor. And the neighbor says, well, he was always very quiet.
Duh.
Someone in the room says, it's the quiet ones you gotta watch.
Facts.
This sounds to me like a very dangerous assumption. I will bet you anything that while you're watching a quiet one, a noisy one will fucking kill you.
It's the
Suppose
truth.
you're in a bar.
It's the truth though. It's the truth though. Like, I don't want to say this is gonna sound stupid, but you know, I'm kind of a quiet person, but I'm not like sneaky and just walking around like. But honestly, like, if somebody is socially awkward, you know, they don't like to be around people. They're really quiet. They don't really talk. Like, they do weird things. You gotta watch them, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's the quiet ones you gotta watch. This sounds to me like a very dangerous assumption. I will bet you anything that while you're watching a quiet one, a noisy one will fucking kill you. Suppose you're in a bar and one guy's sitting over on the side reading a book, not bothering anybody. Another guy standing up at the front with a machete, banging it on the bar, saying, "I'll kill you when comes in here." Who are you gonna watch? Goddamn right. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
This is really stupid. Where are you going to throw the key? Right out in front of the jail? His friends will find it. How far can you throw a key? 50, 60 feet the most.
I'm
Even
launching
if you lay it
that
flat
shit.
on its side like that and you scale it, what do you get? An extra 10 feet, tops. This is a stupid idea, needs to be completely rethought.
Throw away the key.
Down the tubes. Hear that one a lot. People say, the country is going down the tubes. What tubes? Have you seen any tubes? Where are these tubes? And where do they go?
Where do they go?
And how come there's more than one tube? It would seem to me, one country, one tube.
Yo, only he could think of shit like that. Like, yo, let me study the shit that people say and explain why it's stupid. Only George Carlin could do that.
Oh. And how come there's more than one tube?
One country, one
it would
tube.
Seem to me, one country, one tube. What, does every state all of a sudden have to have its own tube now? One tube is all you need. What, a tube that big? Somebody would have seen it by now.
Yeah.
Somebody would have said, hey, Joey, look at the fucking tube.
Joey, look at the fucking
tube over here. You never hear that. You know why? No tubes. We don't have tube one.
Yo.
We are essentially tubeless.
Tubeless. Not toothless, tubeless.
Takes the cake.
Takes the cake.
You know? Say, boy, he really takes the cake.
I never heard that shit.
Where?
the expression that I always hear is you can't have your cake and eat it too. I know what it means, but I be saying, why the f can't I have cake and eat it? You mean what else I'm gonna do with it?
Takes the cake.
I never heard that.
You know? Say, boy, he really takes the cake. Where?
Where?
Where do you take a cake? To the movies? You know where I would take a cake? Down to the bakery to see the other cakes.
Yo.
And how come he takes the cake? How come he don't take the pie?
Facts.
Pie is easier to carry than the cake.
OD.
Easy as pie. Hey, wait. Cake is not too hard to carry either. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
The greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yo, bro, that is the stupidest fucking saying I ever heard, bro. Sliced bread is breaded. Bread is the greatest thing. Stop, please stop. Now, if we talk about some brioche bread or some Hawaiian rolls, you feel me? The greatest thing since Hawaiian rolls, that would have been fire. But sliced bread, get the fuck out of here.
So this is it, huh, folks? Couple of 100,000 years.
The greatest thing since sliced bread.
The fucking pyramids, for Christ's sakes. Panama Canal, the Great Wall of China. Even a lava lamp. To me, is greater than sliced bread.
Facts.
What's so great about sliced bread? You got a knife, you got a loaf of bread, slice the fucking thing!
Facts.
And get on with your life.
I don't know who made that sound.
Out walking the streets.
Out walking.
You know, guy gets a parole. They say, now instead of being in prison, this guy is out walking the streets. How do we know? Maybe the guy's home banging the babysitter. Not everybody gets a parole is out walking the fucking streets.
Facts, like.
A lot of times they steal a car, you know. And we ought to be glad.
He's out
Thank
stealing
God
a
he
car.
stole a car. At least he's not out walking the streets.
Oh, shit. You know,
Fine
everybody
and
that
dandy.
go to jail, you know, maybe some people can actually learn. I truly believe that. I feel like people can change. I don't feel like everybody that goes to jail. First of all, some people go to jail and it don't even be their fault. You know, they get wrongly accused. But some people can actually do what they did, face their crime, and become a changed person. I don't believe that everybody that does something bad can't come back from that. Now, it depends on what you do. But I don't feel like you just can't change. I don't agree with that.
At least he's not out walking the streets. Fine and dandy. That's an old-fashioned one, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Say to a
definitely
guy,
is.
how are you? He says,
Fine and dandy. Fine
Not
and
me.
dandy.
I never say that. You know how come? Because I'm never both of those things at the same time. Sometimes I'm fine, not dandy. Close to dandy. Approaching dandy. In the vicinity of dandyhood.
Of dandyhood.
Not quite fully dandy. Other times, I am indeed highly dandy. However, not fine. One time. 1965, August, for about an hour. I was both fine and dandy at the same time. But nobody asked me how I was.
Wow.
And I could have told him. I could have told him.
I was fine and dandy.
I could have told him. I could have said to the person, fine and dandy. I consider it a lost opportunity. Walking papers. You know, guy gets fired. You say, geez, poor guy. Well, they give him his walking papers today. Did you ever get any walking papers? Seriously? Believe me, in my life, I got fired a lot of times.
Facts. Nah, I'm lying.
You can tell.
I'm lying. I'm lying. I don't get fired. I just leave. I know that's not good, but once I'm done, I'm done.
Believe me, in my life, I got fired a lot of times. You can tell. Never got any walking papers.
Never.
Never got a pink slip either.
Nope.
You know what I would get? A guy would come around to my desk and say, get the
fuck out of here! Yo, it's a funny ass story. My friend Prince D told me. Nigga said somebody got fired at his job and the boss came up to him. He was like, yo, get your pack your shit and get the fuck up out of my building. Yo, that's crazy.
You don't need paper for that. It's like the Riot Act. The Riot Act. They keep telling you they're going to read that to you. Have you heard this thing at all? Especially when you're a kid, they threaten you. You wait till your father comes home, he's going to read you the Riot Act. Tell him I already read it myself. And I didn't like it either. I consider it wordy and poorly thought out. He wants to read me something. How about the Gentleman's Guide to the Golden Age of More than happy.
Yo.
I bet you say that sometimes, don't you? Once in a while, you say to somebody, oh, I'd be more than happy to do that.
No, you're not.
How can you be more than happy?
Word.
To me, this sounds like a dangerous mental condition. We had to put Dave in the mental home. He was
more than happy.
More than happy. One more of these. In your own words. People say that to you. You know when you hear that a lot in a classroom or in a courtroom, they'll say to you, tell us in your own words. Do you have your own words? Hey, I'm using the ones everybody else has been using.
Facts.
Next time they tell you to say something in your own words, say, Nick Flat Blarney Quando Flu.
Word, bro. They say in my own words, I'm gonna get pulled over. I'm gonna be like, what's up, officer? How you doing? Why you talking like that? What do you mean? That's how I talk. That's what Dave Chappelle said he would do. But yo, that was George Carlin, Expressions and Sayings. It's been a little minute since I reacted to George Carlin. So make sure you leave a like on the video. Comment down below more George Carlin videos. I'll get to them as soon as possible. And until next time, man, I'm Zente. I'll catch you in the next one. GG.
Look.
Louis.
I'm just coolin', nigga. I'm just what? Yeah. I'm just coolin', nigga. You know the vibes. I'm just coolin', nigga. Prince D, Hot C. Look, I done came a long way from that shy guy. Now everybody calling me that fly guy. Every time I fly by, look, see the eyes wide like they seen a UFO. No, this ain't sci-fi. This is real, give a F how you feel. You a hater, do me a favor, act like you know the drill. This the deal, keep